Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal. And yep, Barcelona have done it. They've messed it up. We had the chance today to go top of La Liga after what has been quite the turnaround this season in an unbelievable La Liga title race, and we didn't do it. We lost 2-1 at home to Granada. We were 1-0 up at half-time and Barcelona have thrown away a gigantic chance in La Liga. You do wonder now, can Barcelona still win La Liga? It really is all up in the air. It's no longer in our hands again. We've thrown away a huge opportunity this afternoon. We've messed it up, guys, and it really does hurt me to say that. So, of course, let's begin with Ronald Koeman's team selection. He actually did decide to rotate, so Elites came in there for midfield. For Pedri, you had Roberto starting at right wing back. Again, that did not work. I want to say here on the lineup, by the way, again, with Umtiti coming into defence as well. Look around, guys. Roberto, Piqué, Umtiti, Alba. That's the back four, by the way, we ended the game with. That's the lineup that we started in our ties against Roma in that first leg, all the way back there in 2018, and that really says it all. I said it a few weeks ago when we beat Getafe 5-2, and everyone was laughing and over the moon. I said, be careful lining up with these sorts of lineups. We do not want to go back to being that slow, boring Barcelona team that messes up big moments like this, that Ronald Koeman, to be fair to him, started to get rid of. He bled in young players. He changed the team. Today, you look at those players. Umtiti individually didn't even do that badly, but Roberto today just struggled. Piqué, again, looks old. I said we should rest him today for Araujo, someone who, by the way, has come in. He's young. He hasn't done as well as some of the other players this season of late, for sure, but he was amazing earlier on this season for us. But anyway, it's easy to complain about the lineup in hindsight. I said this a while ago, so before, it's not just me getting angry at it just because we've lost the game. No, I did say it a while ago. Be careful lining up with these sorts of teams. And there you go, you pay the price. But let's start with that match action. I actually didn't think the first half of Barcelona was very good at all. First thing I want to mention, switching of the sides in the game. Barcelona usually shoot towards the goal nord in the second half. We didn't do that. It sounds like a weird thing, I know, but I thought I'd mention it because I never really do. And yet every single time they switch it, Barcelona drop points. I swear, it's a thing. Think of it what you will, but I'm telling you, it disjoints the game. Clearly, it plays with the players' minds subconsciously. And I think you could see it's one of those days, guys, on an afternoon, a 6 o'clock kickoff there, UK time, 7 p.m. Spanish time, and it just felt a bit eerie. We never really got going in that first half. Granada were quite comfortable to sit deep. They had literally not one chance in the first half, by the way, but for Barcelona, a little bit slow, not really much rhythm. Players like Elite struggled to get into the game. It was kind of messy, trying to drive the team forward on his own. A player on a shout out, by the way, is Busquets. I thought he had an excellent game. Of course, he did get subbed off later in that eventful second half, but in that first half especially, he was outstanding. His connection with Messi was really on another level. And thankfully for Barcelona, it was us who got the opening goal of the game. It looked like it could be a vital goal in the title race. Messi there, getting the ball into Griezmann. A wonderful spin, you got to say, there by Griezmann to get away from his man. And the 1-2 back to Messi, and the finish across add-on into the far corner. A wonderful goal for Barcelona, and Messi and Griezmann again, both on hot form right now. Messi's 26th goal of the La Liga season, and he did put Barcelona 1-0 up there in what was set to be a crucial game. Later on in that game, Busquets was constantly finding Messi, as I said. I think Messi had a really good one-on-one that he certainly could have scored. That was a good stop by Aron himself, to be fair, just to get a nick around the post there. Earlier on, by the way, De Jong had a good chance. He tried to square it back for Messi. He probably should have gone for the lights there in the middle, but at half-time, 1-0, and it did feel a little bit to me like the Cadiz game. We ended up dropping points, of course, against Cadiz, by the way. Again, we were shooting the wrong way in that game. Again, it was, an earlier kickoff, not the evening kickoff. And again, for Barcelona, we were 1-0 up with the Messi goal, but it did feel as if we weren't really pulling our weight in that first half. We weren't really good enough there to really merit being in front or really in control of the match. And whilst people on social media and whatnot, everyone's happy, everyone's smiling, Barcelona 1-0 up, hooray. For me, I wasn't too pleased with that first half. I don't think we showed enough rhythm, and we didn't look convincing enough to really rack up goals against that Granada defence. But to be fair to us, we went out in that second half, and you know what? We actually did step up. We really did improve. There weren't any subs at half-time, but immediately we started creating more chances. Griezmann on his right foot hit one just wide of the post. You saw Sergi Roberto get a good volley. That went just over the crossbar after a De Jong ball to the back post. We were also in complete control in the ball possession there. Granada weren't really getting many chances on the counter-attack, but 62nd minute, Granada get their goal out of absolutely nowhere, really. One ball through our defence. You've got to say this isn't really good stuff from Mingueza. At first, it's Umtiti, doesn't really get close enough to the man on the ball. I believe it's Luis Suarez. He plays the ball round the back of our defence, so we should really be able to comfortably deal with. But Mingueza sticks out a stray leg here. Maybe he looked a little bit off the pace today, did Mingueza. He tucked it right really into the path of Machis there, who of course was going to run behind Sergio Roberto, and he smashes it past Stegen. I was hoping that Stegen could maybe thwart him there. It was quite a tight angle. He didn't. Mingueza there with a rare error, not being able to get full connection on the ball. You could see when he got subbed off later, he was frustrated. And Granada there, 1-1. That's a big blow for Barcelona. But then I was still hopeful. I thought it's early on. Granada have created very little. If we just get our heads up, stay calm, we will win this match. You know who didn't stay calm? Our manager. Literally a minute after we conceded the equaliser, Ronald Koeman got himself sent off. And I don't know what he said here. You know me, guys. I'm no fan of the Spanish referees. You know what? I think they actually hate Barcelona. But I don't care what happened here. If Ronald Koeman thinks it's a good idea in a huge, huge game where we only go 1-0, guys. It's just 1-0. We haven't gone 3-0 down here. It's 1-0. We have half an hour left to play. Calm down. I don't know why he decides to start mouthing off or saying insults to the referee or the officials and then gets himself sent off. What a disaster. We already needed subs before that goal. Now that Koeman got himself sent off, he had to go up there, put a mask on, go into the directives box. Only then could he start relaying instructions to Alfred Schreuder to start making substitutes. Disaster from Barcelona there. And from Ronald Koeman then on a personal point of view, I've defended him all season long. And you know what, in hindsight, it's easy to say, we don't want him next season. I'm not on that stance. I'm not going to be one of those people who jump on the bandwagon. I stand by what he's done with Barcelona this season. But that there, guys, in a crucial game, I do not want to be seeing my manager getting sent off when we need him most. It's irresponsible, it's childish, and it really was just, another hurdle for Barcelona to get over today. And when the subs finally were made, when that information was relayed, it was actually Mingueza there who came off for Pedri. You had Dembélé stepping onto the pitch too. Thought he likes Moriba, but not really much improved for Barcelona, and we did look, to be fair, after we conceded that goal, a little bit null. I was still hoping we could really dig up there, get the second goal, make a massive comeback here, get the 2-1 victory, get over the line in a big game. I predicted a 1-0 win for Barca in my match preview. I was hoping we could get over the line and get that sort of goal. I was expecting it to be this sort of game. I did say that in the preview. I thought it was going to be a difficult one. I knew Granada were going to make it that sort of game. And in this sort of title race match where we said, if we win, we go top, guys. And we didn't do it. We collapsed again, guys. And, well, we didn't create enough after the equaliser. And then, you know what? Not long after, guys, Granada were 2-1 up. The ultimate disaster. And you know why this was an ultimate disaster? A draw would have felt really bad. But the loss, guys, is detrimental to our season. If we had drawn this game, we would have gone 1 point ahead of Real Madrid. And that would have left us in control of our own destiny. If we had drawn this game 2-2, 1-0, 0-0, whatever, if we had drawn this game, guys, it would have meant that if we won our final 5 La Liga games, we would be champions. That's no longer the case. In fact, if we win our final 5 La Liga games, and so do Real Madrid, you know what? We would have gifted the trophy to our eternal rivals there, because of course that would include us taking points off Atletico. Now again, we're back in our seats. We've got a hope that Real, Atletico, Sevilla drop points. It's back to hoping, guys, that we're no longer in control. We've slipped up our chance. The goal again is poor defending. I said it earlier. We've got the bloody defence we were playing in 2017 here, guys. And Titi wasn't even that bad today, but come on. Why is he starting in this sort of game? Alba was non-existent today, really. Sergio Roberto really struggled for me, I know a lot of Barcelona fans aren't his biggest fan. I'm no massive praiser of him, but I do try and defend the guy. But today, guys, he looked well off the pace for me. And, coming back in, since he's returned to the side, we have reverted back to, those sorts of sleepy Barcelona ways. Piqué and Umtiti, no one marking Molina in the middle, who is an experienced Spanish striker. That is not good enough. And a free header, a great header into the corner. After that, no way back in it, just trying to lump balls forward there to Piqué. Offsides, free kicks, Granada running down the clock. And in the end for Barcelona, a disastrous result. A nightmare in La Liga in an absolutely massive game. So that's where I will begin, guys, to wrap up this match review. I think I've given a nice passionate rendition there on my thoughts for this one. It's been, again, like I say, a disaster for Barcelona, this one. Massive game, massive opportunity. We messed it up. But what I will say, I'll try and bring myself some positivity for this one. You know who else has messed it up? Real Madrid, Atletico. I guarantee you they were feeling the exact same way when they dropped off points. How do you think Atletico fans were thinking when they lost to Athletic at the weekend with a late header too, by the way? They were probably thinking like us. I'm just trying to let you guys know that, other teams, they're also dropping points. What we can hope, guys, and all we can do is win our final 5 games. If we win our final 5 games, you have to be convinced that the other sides will drop points. You'd have to hope that there's not another side in La Liga in the title race who are going to win all 5. Certainly not, of course, if we win all 5. That'll mean Atletico would have dropped points. You look at Real Madrid, we've got to hope they drop points somewhere too. So that's the ounce of positivity if you can manage to dig yourselves out of your holes and slumbers today, which I probably won't be able to later. But there you go, guys. You know, other teams have also had moments like this. We've done a massive, massive comeback in La Liga this season. We did not expect to be in this title race at this stage. You know, that is true. But once we were here, guys, we were hoping this team could get over the line. And they really didn't, guys. Nowhere near enough energy in that first half. Didn't step it up. Didn't get the second goal. And then calamitous defending. Poor from Ronald Koeman to get himself sent off. And poor to play the aging and old players. The same guys that we've seen for the last 5 years now. We've said this season, let's stop that. Well, let's continue this revolution, please, because we don't really want to be seeing that again. But yeah, that is where I will tie this one up. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure you guys have got plenty to say, and goodbye.